in Walsall, ready for Retro Revival. Got Kev, got Rudy. Let's go spend some money, guys.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Hey, so here we are at Revival Gaming Legends. There's so much going on. You can probably hear the noise. There's arcade machines, there's a DJ playing. Let's go and have a look around, shall we?
Let's do it.
Greatest pundit in football.
Oh, yeah. Hello, I'm Mark Owen. I remember getting this on the PS1 like when I was a kid, and it not being very good, but I actually really enjoyed it. I don't have to get it again. So, that was Revival, and that was amazing. What do you guys think?
Oh, it's epic, man. That's the third year in a row we've done this now, and it's it gets better every year, doesn't it, man?
Yeah, really good. I'm really satisfied. At first, I couldn't really find much I wanted, but after I got my head together, I managed to find quite a lot. So, really, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, so I'll definitely be back next year if there is one next year. So please be one next year. Fingers crossed there will be. For now, we're going to go home. So I'm going to take you back to the room so I can show you what I got. Thanks, past me. Yeah, I just wanted to say how fantastic Revival was. It was an incredible event. There was so much there to do. So many cool people to say hi to. I was introduced to a lot of Kev and Rudy's friends as well, which was great. It's always good getting to know new people. And it was just a fantastic, fantastic event. So, what did I buy? Well, it's kind of what we're here for. On the sofa, isn't it lovely? This is a throw. This isn't the colour. It's normally red. Anyways, so what did I buy? Well, I picked up a few bits. Some bits are kind of grail-ish, like some stuff I've been looking for absolutely ages. Some stuff I just sort of saw and thought I'd get on the off chance. Yeah, so let's start then, shall we? I'm going to start super basically with some battery covers for some Game Boys, because I have some Game Boys without battery covers. This is obviously for a classic Game Boy. This is my classic Game Boy. It's battered and old, but as you can see, I have a battery cover, and I need to really clean this Game Boy. It's dirty, but hey, now this is complete. Cool. This one is for Game Boy Color, which also is kind of battered. You can see my lights and stuff there. Yeah, the only thing is, this is a third-party battery cover. It doesn't really fit properly. You can kind of get it on, like you have to kind of jam it in and then literally like push really hard. So each corner, so click, click, and then click that slip down. So it does fit. It's not going to let the batteries escape or anything, but yeah, a little bit tight. But looks the part, and how often we're really going to be taking it off. Don't really use it that much. It's just more for collection, but it looks pretty cool. So that's that. Next up, Mario 64 for the N64. I cannot believe I didn't already own this. So now we do. Yay, celebrations. And also, N64 based, I got this, an expansion pack. This is a third party one. The official ones are really expensive now. They're like 35, 40 quid. This was a tenner. It works just as fine, and it's in the box as well. So it is on in there. I had double checked. But yeah, it's pretty cool to get a boxed expansion pack, which is pretty sweet. Next up, I got Global Gladiators for the Mega Drive, also known as Mick and Mac Global Gladiators. But I remember playing this as a kid. I remember actually playing this on the Sega bus at Northampton Balloon Festival when I was a kid. It was Mick and Mac Global Gladiators, and then there was a Sonic 2 competition. So I remember playing this originally then, and I absolutely loved it. So now I finally own it, and it is. Let's get it open. It does come with a manual as well. It's complete. Not the best condition. Doesn't really matter. I'm just going to play it anyway. I kind of collect for the joy of playing the game. So there you go, Global Gladiators. Next up, there's a little bit of theme with these ones. I got X-Men 2 Wolverine's Revenge for the Xbox. This was £1, which was always good. But I remember playing this when it came out and enjoying it. It's the weird kind of comic-y one, even though it's got old Hugh Jackman on the front there. But it's got Mark Hamill doing the voice of Wolverine, which is crazy. But it's actually quite fun. It's really hard, but quite fun, and a good one to have in the collection. Next I got Spider-Man Web of Shadows, and it started raining. Can you hear that? Spider-Man Web of Shadows for the PS3. I remember having this when it came out on the Xbox 360 and absolutely hating it. But I keep seeing people on YouTube talk about how good it is and how it's one of the best Spider-Man games ever made, so I thought, pick it up, give it a shot, and it was absolutely dirt cheap as well, so can't really complain too much. And Fantastic Four for the PS1. Again, I had this as a kid when I originally had my PS1 back in the day. It is kind of awful, and my facial recognition is only picking up Reed Richards there, which is interesting. It's kind of awful, but it's also kind of good in that really, like when they're trying to figure out what 3D graphics were, so it's kind of a lot of like polygonal sprites and things like that. But I thought, you know, give it another go. So yeah, cool. Get rid of those. We have Olympic Soccer for the Sega Saturn. If you wonder why I'm not holding games upright, it's because you can't see them all. But yeah, Olympic Soccer on the Sega Saturn. Again, another one I had as a kid, and it's actually a really good soccer game. I'm planning some football-based stuff in the future, so this is kind of for that. And also, it is just a good game, so I kind of wanted to play it again. And again, this was like really cheap, so I'm glad I've got it. Next is kind of Grail stuff, like stuff I've been after for absolutely ages. And I'm glad I finally have it, basically, in my collection. So we'll start with this. This is Nights into Dreams for the Sega Saturn. This is the Japanese version. Why the Japanese version? Well, I can play Japanese Saturn games on my Saturn, which is cool. Also, this was £8. If I was trying to find a PAL version, the cheapest one I've seen is like 30 quid. So it's a heck of a lot cheaper, and they're just cool. The Japanese versions are just cool. Completely in Japanese, obviously, but it's the same game. Cool. Next up, we have Dynamite Decker, and my facial recognition is picking up both faces on the front. Well, these two. Not these, they don't exist. Yeah, Dynamite Decker for the Sega Saturn. If you're wondering why this guy looks basically a little bit like Bruce Willis, let's give you a little close-up on him there. This was released in the UK and the US and kind of Western regions as Die Hard Arcade. They also got a sequel on the Dreamcast, I think, called Dynamite Cop. It's kind of a fancied up version, but yeah, Dynamite Decker. So this is Die Hard Arcade, and it is a great fun game. I'm going to have to actually review this at some point because it is really, really fun. Yeah, so that was cool. And finally, I was digging through a box of stuff, and it was a stall called Retro Dirt, and basically anything in the boxes, they just say, they just give you a random price, somewhere between 1 and 5 quid, basically, for whatever they have. And I was digging through this box, and I found this. This is an R4 card for the DS, which basically is an emulator for the DS, and allows you to, with SD cards, this also came with an SD card, like install DS games onto the SD card and basically steal all kinds of games. And normally I'm against copyright infringement and, you know, paying for things, but the DS can't really find a lot of games new anymore, so that's good. Also, this was insanely cheap. I'm not going to tell you how cheap it was, but think of a cheap price. No, cheaper than that, and cheaper than that, then half that, then half it again, and that's how much this was. So I thought, you know what, if I get it home, doesn't work, that's cool. You know, I paid barely anything for it, got a spare SD card if need be, that's quite cool. But then, I put it in my DS, and if you look, it's got 34 games already installed on it. And there's a lot of stuff I'd probably install on it myself, like Phantom Hourglass, it's got Mario 64, New Super Mario Brothers, Assassin's Creed, some of the Lego games, Professor Layton games, and some Pokemon games. So that was an absolute steal. And I'm really happy with that. And I do have a bunch of micro SD cards, so I can also install other stuff on there as well and have other games for other occasions. So that was great. So I can actually play my DS a lot more than I do already. So that's what I picked up. This has been my video from Revival, which was a fantastic event. I urge you to go. If there's one near you, you see one pop up, go. It's fantastic. Everyone there is super cool. There's like a family atmosphere. You've got all the arcade machines to play. There's loads of consoles to play. You don't have to pay for any of the arcade machines. There's pinball machines as well. Plus you can buy games, hang out with friends, make new friends. It's just been an incredible, incredible, incredible opportunity. So thank you to Kev and Rudy for inviting me. Thank you for Rudy to driving. And thank you for watching this video. I do have more videos coming very soon. This is kind of the start of an unofficial season 3 of my channel. So please, please, please stay tuned. Please stay subscribed. I do have some really cool stuff coming up, I promise you. I'm working hard behind the scenes to do some more stuff. So please, please stick with me. But on that note, I'll catch you in the next video. I've been a Hardcore Gamer. Join me next time for a much better video. But for now, that's just a shot of that. Fantastic Four. See you later.